Hi design lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today I will talk about 5 tips and design principles that will help you decorate your coffee tables, consoles, bookshelves, or any space. If you are new here, I'm Zaira Kuri. In today's video, you will learn how to combine your decor elements, how to position them, how to make your space cohesive, and much more. Hey, before we start, don't forget to smash the like button, share and subscribe to be part of our design community. I will appreciate it a lot. Are you ready to learn the 5 basic guidelines to stylize your space like a designer? Let's get started. Rule number 1. Don't group items in even numbers. Follow the rule of 3. This guideline consists of arranging or grouping items in odd numbers. Things arranged in odd numbers are more visually appealing to the human eye. They look more dynamic and interesting than items grouped in even numbers. It sounds very good in theory, but how can we apply the rule of 3 in our space? Very simple. Let's see some examples. By grouping 3 similar objects on your credenza, coffee table, or open shelving. The objects can be similar in colors but must be different in shape or size to create contrast. You can follow this rule when combining different patterns or textures with similar colors. For example, when combining pillows. Or by hanging 3 pendant lamps over a kitchen island or dining table. You can use it when selecting your color palette. We talked about these in past videos. Do you remember the 60-30-10 rule? Yes, it's a rule of 3 applied in color palettes. It consists of using a dominant color, a secondary one, and another as an accent. If you want to learn how to use this rule when using colors, I highly recommend watching this video. I will leave you the link below. The rule can apply to furniture arrangements as well. For instance, you might have 2 chairs with a floor lamp. The lamp will serve to break up the symmetry, making the composition more dynamic and balanced. If you have a big space to fill, you can apply this rule by using 5 elements instead of 3. The best part about this rule is that you don't need to go shopping for new stuff. Just look around and cleverly use what you have at home. By the way, guys, on my personal Instagram, I share valuable information about design, color combination, do's and don'ts, and so much more. So if you want to expand your knowledge and get inspired, I would love to see you there. The rule number 2 is height variation. Never put items of the same height next to each other. One of the best styling tricks is playing with different scales. We don't want all the same height. But when pairing different sized elements, avoid combining super tall pieces and tiny ones. You need to think about how the elements are proportional to each other. A good tip is to divide the height of the tallest piece into 3 parts and ensure the other elements are around 1/3 or 2/3 its height. So now look at your credenza, coffee table, console, or shelves. If you feel there is something wrong and unbalanced, try to rearrange the items taking into account their heights and the proportion between each other. If your items are very different in height, play with horizontal elements such as books, trays, or boxes to raise the smaller item to reach the perfect proportion. Rule 3. The triangle method. This rule consists of separating similar objects by their shape, color, or texture, creating a triangle. This rule is very useful when decorating display cabinets, bookcases, or open shelvings. This trick will make your brain group the objects by their similarity, creating a balanced and cohesive decor. For example, you can use a warm natural texture in a vase, a basket, and then a decor item. Your brain will group these items by their texture, telling your mind that those individual pieces are part of a whole composition. This is how you achieve a cohesive look. Speaking of cohesive spaces, watch this video if you want to create flow and feel like everything matches and coexists in your space. I will leave you the link up here and in the description box below. Rule number 4. One of my favorites when decorating is opposites attract. The next tip is on texture. When placing two items near each other, the easy way to play with texture is to think opposites. For example, if you are setting the coffee table, console, credenza, or bookshelf, if you have something in a matte finish, don't place another item beside it with the same finish. Instead, place something high gloss, a shiny metal, or an element with a rustic feel. The good thing about this rule is that it can be applied in your entire home, from your sofa to a table setting. Here are some ideas on how to use this rule at home. You can play with different texture fabrics when stylizing your sofa. For your dining table setting, you can combine linen tablecloth with something more formal like golden flatware. You can decorate a black matte console with rustic vases and lamps, or with baskets made of organic materials under the console. The two opposites will work very well together. The rule of opposite textures is particularly beneficial when decorating a space with a neutral color scheme, because it's a perfect way to create contrast in a room with similar colors. The different textures will be the perfect elements that will add interest and depth to the room. My last tip is the rule of negative spaces. One of the most common mistakes when decorating a home is to have too many things. Avoid filling your home with too much information and different pieces. To achieve this, you must follow the negative space rule. Negative space in interior design is the empty space between two pieces of furniture or decor items. It allows the room to breathe. It allows the objects to be showcased. Negative spaces have the ability to eliminate distraction from the focal point and serve to create perfectly balanced interiors. Let's see some easy ways how you can follow this rule. Leave empty space when decorating a bookshelf, console, or coffee table. It's not necessary to fill all the spaces. Leave space to rest the eyes. Don't fill your living room with too much furniture. Leave an empty space to let the eyes rest and to create flow throughout the room. Don't clutter your wall with artwork. Leave empty space on your walls. Use strategically placed artwork to create focal points. If you have a lot of artwork, it will be impossible to create an interesting point to look at. So you will lose the opportunity to have a bold statement piece. I explained all you need to know about the focal point in this video. I explained how to create a focal point in each room of a home. I will leave you the link up here and in the description box below. I want to emphasize that sometimes, even for me, it isn't easy to know where to place or how to combine things immediately. It's normal to experiment, move objects, group them differently until we find something visually appealing. So follow these guides, but dare to experiment and enjoy styling and to decorate your home. I hope this information gives you the confidence to decorate and improve the aesthetic of your space. By the way, if you like this video, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and to click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future design lesson. Have a beautiful week. See you next time.